Hey, thank you for watching. So I just want to talk about the requirements on how to get here, how to travel Cebu. So ngayon, ang date ngayon is March 20, 2021. So I have this small segment right here sa vlog to let you know how to get here at Cebu, ano yung mga requirements, magkano yung kailangan mong bayaran to get here at Malapascua, and what is the experience, how is it? Paano mag-travel ngayong March 18, 2021 so that for your future travel, you'll know how, you'll know what you have to prepare, and you'd know how much it will cost you. So first, let's talk about requirements. I'm gonna divide the requirements into two parts. First is the imposed requirement, which means that pag tumawag ka sa LGU ng Cebu, ano yung sasabihin nila na requirement mo. Second is the actual requirement. Actual requirement is based on my experience, ano lang yung hiningi sa akin, ano yung kinailangan talaga. So let's talk about these two requirements. First, the imposed requirement. So while traveling through pandemic, like right now 2021, and when traveling through a province that you're not a local of, you would have to coordinate with the local government unit based on what are the requirements, ano yung kailangan mong i-prepare prior to going to the province. So what I did is I called the local government unit of Cebu, and they told me about 3 requirements. First, kailangan mo ng medical certificate that was issued the day before your flight. So pwede mo itong makuha sa provincial health office mo, city health office, or barangay health office. Or if not, pwede ka din punta sa actual na doktor. Second requirement is round trip ticket. So based sa kanila, kailangan mo ng round trip ticket. For my case, I had to buy round trip ticket to Cebu and out of Cebu. Third requirement is hotel booking. So regarding sa hotel booking, you must have a hotel booking confirmation in any way. For my part, I did booking.com. I received confirmation, but I only booked for 2 days. So I'll be staying in Cebu for 7 days. And so I asked the local government unit, paano pa ganito? Do I have to book 7 days straight? And they could not give me a straight answer. Sinasabi lang nila na siguro mas better kapag mag-book ka ng 7 days straight. Because based on my flight booking, magstay ako sa Cebu for 7 days. So I have to have a hotel for 7 days as well. Yes, that's the 3 imposed requirements based on the local government unit of Cebu. Ngayon, daan tayo sa actual requirement. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so because it took me a lot of time to create these videos for you. And if you appreciate that, please click the subscribe button. And if you do, please go to the comment section and comment, I subscribed. Because I would like to get to know you and I would like to engage with you sa comment section sa baba. Balik tayo sa video. So yung documents na actually hiningi ng mga airport personnel or kung sino mang involved personnel sa akin. So first actual requirement natin is wala actually. Walang actual requirement. Medical certificate, I have my medical certificate here. Actually, hindi pa bukas, nakasil pa. So I was expecting to give the medical certificate prior to boarding. So my airline of choice was Cebu Pacific because it was so cheap. And I was expecting them to ask for my medical certificate prior to boarding kasi yun yung nakadescribe sa website nila. Pero walang hiningi sa akin na proof of medical certificate. I went to the check-in area, and sa check-in area, hiningi lang nila yung boarding pass. Binigay ko yung boarding pass na nasa phone ko, and nagbigay ako ng ID, and after that, they just asked me, saan ka pupunta? And I said, Cebu Province. And after that, they said, okay, you're free to go. So I was not asked to present a medical certificate. I was not asked to present my hotel booking. And hindi rin ako tinanong kung may round-trip ticket ako, although I do have a round-trip ticket and you can see it in the system. So I thought maybe baka pagpasok ko ng Cebu, baka pagbaba ko ng Cebu, hinga nila yung lahat ng requirements, which is fair enough. But after ko lumabas ng airport, dire-diretso lang ako. There were personals, there were policemen or like security officers na nakapalibot sa airport. But there was no queue, walang pila para ma-check yung medical certificate. This is all based on my experience. So I still highly recommend to provide all 3 requirements. Anyway, it's not hard to get naman these requirements eh. Medical certificate, hotel booking confirmation, and a flight ticket round trip. Regarding sa cost, so every time I travel, I always travel on a budget. I always try to find the cheapest way how to get to one point to another point. Yeah, because I think it's not necessary na gumastos ng malaki just to enjoy a travel trip, right? So I booked my flight at Cebu Pacific. I don't know why, pero napakamura. Nakuha ko yung flight ko for 1,200 pesos to get here. And round trip, I only paid for 2,300 pesos, which is super cheap. Sa airport, Ninoy Aquino International Airport, you always have to put your face mask and face shield at all times. And then the flight was full actually. I was expecting to have one seat apart sa kada row, pero walang ganun nangyari. But everybody was keeping safe. Before you enter the plane, you would have to use a hand sanitizer, and they also monitor the temperature. Then from Cebu Airport, I hired a taxi to get to North Cebu bus terminal. So actually, it was really funny because when I arrived sa Cebu Airport, there were people asking me if I'm gonna take a taxi. Like, it's normal naman sa mga airport, di ba? So when I arrived, I was asking them, okay, magkano papunta sa North Cebu bus terminal? And they were giving me prices. Okay, it's 675 pesos. And I was like, 675 pesos? Travel time from airport to the bus terminal, it's around 20 minutes lang, 20 to 25 minutes. And 675 is no way. Some people even try to play haggling. So, tinatawadan nila ako, sabi nila, okay, 400 is the lowest. I'll give you 400. And that made me even doubt more. So, what I did is, I used meter taxi. I ended up paying 254 pesos. Imagine, 254 pesos compared sa asking price nila na 675 pesos. Always use meter taxi when traveling in the Philippines, or Grab. Grab is good as well. When I rode the taxi, there's this plastic barrier na nagse-separate sa driver. So after arriving sa North Cebu bus terminal, and luckily umabot ako sa last trip ng bus na papunta ng New Maya Port. So New Maya Port is where you will hop on the boat to get to Malapascua Island. And for a 5-hour ride in an open air bus, I had to pay 254 pesos, which is $5 US. That's super cheap. Bus made a quick stopover, like 15 minutes stopover dito sa place na to, where you can grab food actually, where you can eat and buy something for your road trip. The bus was not filled with people, which is really nice. And since it was open air, I think it's more safe to travel like that. After 5 hours of not so comfortable bus ride, we arrived sa New Maya Port. Upon arriving sa New Maya Port, I just had to register sa tourism office na nandun mismo sa port. And then again, they asked me if I have a booking already sa island, which I replied yes, but they did not ask me for any proof. And for the boat, I paid 150 pesos to get to the port here at Malapascua. So overall, from Ninoy Aquino Airport Terminal 3 hanggang dito sa Malapascua, I only paid less than 2,000 pesos, around 1,870 something. That includes the flight, that includes the land transportation and inter-island transportation as well. So I literally went on the plane, air transpo, then land transportation, then water transportation, all kinds of transportation that you might think of. I did for 1,800 pesos. And right now I'm here at Malapascua, a paradise, and I can't wait to show you all this beautiful island. So I finally arrived here at New Maya Port, and dito ka sasakay pag pupunta ka Malapascua. This is actually northernmost part of Cebu na. So nasa tip kami ng Cebu right now. Take note, if you're coming here or if you're planning a trip to Malapascua Island, the last trip is at 5:30 p.m. So last trip na yung sasakayan ko ngayon. It's currently 5 and I'm just gonna wait for 30 minutes. Let's go! Alright, so papakita ko sa inyo yung room ko, which I got for 450 pesos per night. This is a dorm room. Capacity niya is 8 people. And I think it's decent enough. I paid 450 per night. This is my bed. I think this one is really good because they have a really nice beachfront area. And I think it's one of the best beachfront areas here in Malapascua. Wait, hindi ka pa nakasubscribe? Subscribe na. Bye. Hey, so I'm gonna be having my dinner now. This is sisig. Actually, this is 250 pesos. That's $5 US. Kasing price na niya yung transportation ko for 6 hours sa bus. But I don't have much option, especially right now. So I'm gonna take that, and then bukas I'm probably gonna find some cheap restaurants to eat at. Actually, this is the resort. Pretty nice. Just got back from the beach and it was a pretty lovely night, I must say. I think I spent 3 hours just hanging out by the beach with a beer, and also I went night swimming or skinny dipping, whatever you want to call it, and it was amazing. Sobrang daming stars. It's like billions of stars, and also the light pollution here is very low, so wala masyadong ilaw, so you can clearly see the stars. With the sound of the waves, it's just perfect. It's a perfect getaway. So I'm gonna go sleep now. Okay, good night. See you tomorrow. Hi, good morning people. So this time we'll be walking around the island to get to the beaches where we can get to on foot. Actually, I was talking to people here and they're saying na it's hard to get to the beaches from point to point, but I think that's not true. The island is just 1.8 kilometers, so walking from north to south will take just 30 minutes, and I think pretty accessible naman yung mga beach areas. So we can try. I'll try to find them. I'll try if all beaches are walkable. Kung pwedeng lakadin. Okay, I think we're almost there. I can see some kids na nagki-cliff dive. It would be cool to get them on video. Island life. Okay, so nandito ako sa may Lapus Beach, pero I realized na yung northernmost tip ng island mismo is private property. So to, entrance fee is 25 pesos. And if you find this door here, may doorbell dyan, mag-doorbell lang kayo. So let's go in because I think it's gonna be worth it. Just 25 pesos. We're going in. Okay, we're here. Hi. Okay, not bad. I found a really nice cliff diving spot around that area, pero walang way to get there, so I'm gonna try to find a way. So I made it here. I'm at the part where I can go to the northernmost cliff of Malapascua, which is Lapus Cliff. Hey, so some really nice awesome things gonna happen. So I got to this island. This is the northernmost part of Malapascua. I got here by crossing some wired fences. These kids right here, they got here by paddling their own boats. It's not really easily accessible by foot, except if you do what I did. And now they're gonna do something awesome. They're gonna be cliff diving from this spot because there's a really nice cliff diving spot. Apparently they're expert. They actually went here para mag cliff dive talaga. Ilan taon na kayo?
Gis.
10.
12.
12. Gis. Anong Gis? 10. 10. Ikaw?
Ako ka ng upat. Oh,
Upat. 14.
13 mo.
13. Ikaw? 14.
14.
Ilan taon na?
Ha?
Ilan taon ka na?
11.
11. Oh, bata pa nito. Ilan taon ka na? 3?
Ha? 5.
5?
7.
7 na pala to. Tatalon kayo lahat?
Oo.
Kaya nyo?
Hindi.
Ikaw?
Oo.
Hindi ka, wag ka. Maliit ka pa, di ba?
Hindi. Tumalon siya eh.
Oh? Ang tatalon lang yung maalam, ha? Pumunta kayo lahat dito para tumalon. Siya, mag-ingat kayo. we're done. That was super awesome. I wish I have a better footage though, pero hindi pa ako masyadong sanay sa pagko-control ng drone ko. But I think it was great. I think we have some great footages. Ngayon, babalik na sa main island. Pauwi na sila. I think ito yung banding nila. Pupunta sila dito para mag-cliff dive and I'm happy na I was here during that time. Bye-bye! See you next Saturday.